Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I'm getting my planner all set up for the month of November. I am wanting to change up what I am doing in my catch-all planner because I'm wanting to put my work planner into my catch-all, changing the size. Currently, I use a big color block layout for my work planner. Love the color block layout for work, but this month I'm going to see how I do combining it into my catch-all and having everything in one. So we will play with that. We'll see how it goes, putting everything in. I'm going to put you guys on fast forward as I put it all together and kind of walk you through what I am up to. I'll link everything that I use down below. Otherwise, let's go. All right, I did put this part on fast forward just because it takes a while to get a new planner set up each month, and I figured that not everyone wanted to see all the little details, but I'm using a planner cover from last year's fall release. So beautiful, perfect for the month of November, and of course the copper discs just look perfect. This is why I buy some planners on clearance so I can get the covers. I think I paid like $8 or $9 for this planner with the metal discs, and it's just perfect. So I always start out by picking the planner cover, picking the discs, and then I start moving things over. There are some things that are in my planner every single month. I use the same title page. I use the same vision boards for the whole year. I use pictures of my friends, just some of the basics that end up in my planner each month. And then I switch out the months. So currently I have October, going to switch out in November. I'm using this gorgeous planner that is an 18-month planner, and so that is going to go right there. I have an order that I like. Of course, I'm changing things up just a little bit, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Next is daily pages, typically. I'm trying to figure out which daily pages I want. I decided to go with the blue ones. I haven't picked up any of the new daily pages that were released in the fall yet. I am running low on these. I have several different formats of daily pages. I tend to not like the ones that have the hours in them. That just doesn't work for me. So I like these kind of more blank looking ones. I had meant to spend more time focusing on gratitude in October, and I'll be honest, I didn't get it done. So I'm going to put these gratitude reflection pages in my planner for November in hopes that I will be a little bit more focused on gratitude at the end of the day. I'm wanting to have kind of a wrap up, a summary at the end of the day. I love these meal planning sheets. These are on a big block pad, so I pull them off enough for all the weeks of November, and then I just punch them and put them straight in my planner. Love that, and I like keeping them for the whole month so I can see what we have been eating. My family doesn't have a whole lot of variety because we have some picky eaters, and so, I mean, there's a lot of spaghetti and tacos that ends up on here, but it's just good to know to keep track of what we have been eating so I can try to change it up every now and then I can keep a running shopping list on the side as well. Now you can't see it, but off to the side is my current planner, and I'm flipping through it as I'm putting things in the new setup just so I can get pretty much the same order. For my filler paper, my notes pages, I'm using this gorgeous paper. I think this was from a filler paper variety pack that came out during last year's Black Friday sales. So I just found it in my stash. Then I have this Spoonful of Faith vertical planner. That's where I'm doing my listing project that I also have been falling a little bit behind on, but hoping to get caught up. And then last but not least is lettering. That's what goes in the back of my planner. All right, so I'm just checking to see how full it looks and what I might be able to add into it. Here is the planner I bought, again on clearance. It's an 18-month color block planner. And so while some of the months have passed, I am excited to use this size. I've been using the big size. I love that this is seasonal. I don't decorate my work planner at all. It's just for keeping notes, for working, and how I'm keeping track of videos and all of the things that go into all of the different things that I do. So I want it all in one place just because it's easier for me to grab one planner and to have both sections in there. So I think what I'm going to do is have 2 months at a time of my work planner because I do plan pretty far out. So 1 month is not going to cut it. So I'm going to put November and December after my regular catch-all section. So it's getting pretty full. It's not too bad. We'll see how it works. I've always liked keeping them separate just because my catch-all planner tends to be a little more fun. My work planner is a little more business, but I feel like I will be able to keep track of things, especially things that overlap, if I have them in the same place. So let's add in some dividers. I have these clear dividers that I made myself, these little tabs that I can grab at the top. We'll put one in my catch-all, one in my work, and then one for the daily pages. Now, what I do with my daily pages is I pull it out at the beginning of the day, and it's kind of where I combine my catch-all and my work every day. I sit down and focus as soon as the kids go to school and kind of make a plan for what's going to happen that day. So I reference both sets of planners at that time. You can also see that I'm adding in my custom dividers. I made these at the beginning of the year. I really think I'm going to be making a new set for next year just because my layout feels like it's going to be different. And so I'm adding them in. I'm using them as best I can. Like this one says wellness. It's really going to be my gratitude section, but I think they kind of go together. And then I have dropped some different sections from my planner because I started using my creative journal. So I've changed things up a little bit, and so I'll probably make myself a new set of custom dividers. I do have a video on how I created those. It's really easy with your Cricut, so I love creating those, and I would love some in some different colors so I could change it up each month. That would be something I think I would really enjoy. So just getting all the last little bits set, and this planner is coming together. There's lots of things to add in and out, and I just love the feeling of setting up a new planner, and I love the fact that with a disc-bound planner, you can change your format each month for what is working for you. If I had purchased a spiral bound planner for my work planner for the whole year, then I might not be able to use it. I might not feel comfortable changing it, but this gives me the opportunity to change things up, to adjust on the fly, and to figure out a system that's going to work for me. And when things are changing in my life, I like that I can change up my planner as well. Okay, I'm pulling out my P-Touch Embellish label maker because I want to print out some new labels for the top. So you see that I have dividers along the right side. I like for those to label the different sections, and then I like for my dividers along the top to be where I can just quickly flip to a section I might need. So I don't need the top ones for the whole planner, but I do need them for specific areas. So I'm going to do a catch-all one, a work one, and a daily one. And you can see it's super easy to just print them out, take off the backing, and then put it on. I do nice big bold font so I can flip to exactly what I need when I need it. And I like that I can use these clear dividers and then easily pull off these labels if I want to change it up as I go. So if these were labeled different things earlier and I need them to be labeled this now. So it all works. I'm super pumped actually to be moving into this new planner. I filmed this on Monday, October the 24th. So I still have to finish up my week in October in my old planner, but this one coming along really, really well. As soon as I get my planner set up for the month, the next thing I do usually is decorate the monthly layout. I forgot to turn the camera on at the beginning, but I'm using this gorgeous seasonal sticker book this fall season, and I made a little collage of stickers over here down the left-hand side. I don't really use the left-hand side for a lot. I do use my monthly layout. It's very functional. It's going to have a ton of things written on it, from all of the different sports practices to due dates for projects to it's going to be a lot. And so I don't get to decorate a lot in the middle of my monthly layouts. I choose to decorate kind of on the sides, on the edges. And I will be completely honest with you, I have a lot going on this particular week, and I didn't have a lot of time to decorate this. In fact, I considered not decorating it on video, but I want to show you that you don't have to go over the top each time. You can see that's just a simple sticker collage over there on the side, and I feel like it sets a beautiful tone for the month. I am going to white out the word Thanksgiving, and instead I'm going to use these gorgeous copper stickers to spell out Thanksgiving. We will be traveling that week, so it's nice to be able to mark off the whole week with a bigger, longer word. I see people all the time that mention that things just got busy and so they fell behind on their planning. I like to change my planning style when things are busy. I'm going to keep it simpler. Planning helps me. It helps me wrap my head around what's going on that month. It gives me a preview of what's coming up in a week. And if things are busy and I don't have an opportunity to do a full-on, really detailed creative planning spread, that's okay. I just give myself a little grace. This one I think took me maybe 15 minutes altogether to do all of the stickers, in this spread. It was pretty simple, pretty fast, but it's going to be really functional for me for the week. So I tend to put stickers where the dates are running out. So there's a few extra days at the end of this spread. So I'm going to layer a couple stickers there. And of course, taking up the sidebar. And then I'm going to use a lot of these little stickers to fill in spaces. We don't have a lot going on the week of Thanksgiving. Like I said, we're going to be traveling, which will be a lot of fun to see some friends and family again. So I can, kind of go sticker crazy, but otherwise a lot of it's going to end up being functional. I forgot also how much I love this fall seasonal book. It is so cute. I love the bold colors. I love the drawings. It's just an adorable book. So I just always want to encourage you. I'm always excited about new books, but there's some great old ones that are in your stash. So don't forget to check those out as well. I also rarely find myself using these monthly boxes. So especially in this book, these are like solid print monthly boxes. I know they're monthly boxes because they have the notch cut out of the top corner so you can still see the date. I'm going to put these down in a few spots. If you want to have these as decoration, you can then layer a box over the top of them. And you're going to see that in a minute. I did put a few down and then I figured I ended up wanting to move one just because I want to balance. I thought it was a fun idea to bring some of these patterns around the page. So this one I'm going to put over in this lower corner down here with all of the coffee. I end up moving the one with the pies. I put it on Veterans Day and then changed my mind and wanted it on a Saturday to denote something else. So I end up ripping a little bit. It happens. If you move stickers, you're going to rip paper. It just happens. But I will figure out a way to fix it and kind of emphasize Veterans Day. You can see I'm like, oh no, I ripped it, but I really wanted it on Saturday. I probably could have left it on Thursday, but that's okay. The rip is already there. Time to work around it. I'm seeing what else I might be able to add from this book. Like I said, I don't want to fill it up too much because I have a ton that goes on during the month, and so I will be writing in a lot of these boxes. I pulled out Kelva Plan's Dated Basics, one of my very favorite books, and she has some holidays lettered out. So I thought Veterans Day, I will use that one. I considered putting Thanksgiving, but I thought that looked funny because I already had Thanksgiving. And then I considered putting Black Friday, but there's already a lot of writing over there. So I ended up just leaving it. And then the next thing I want to do is grab the Rainbow Boxes Mega Sticker Book. And using some of the copper boxes because the letters that I use to put out, write out Thanksgiving, they're on Thanksgiving week, those have a copper metallic tone to them. So I thought using copper boxes to highlight some of the events that I need to highlight, like games and PTA meetings and all the things, I will just use these boxes and it kind of brings that color all along the page. That is going to be it for this planner spread in this November setup. I will keep you updated on how it goes, combining my catch-all planner and my work planner. I'm not sure about it, so I guess we will see in December when I report back and I'm setting up my planner for the next month. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I will link the supplies that I use down below, so feel free to check out those links if you're interested. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you guys so much. We are about to start a really fun month in the month of November, all about conquering our cutting machines using Cricut and Silhouette to create all kinds of fun projects. So if you want to check that out, there is a link to Patreon down in the description box below. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.